Aloha, YouTubers. Hi, I'm Rock, and I'm coming back at you with another live stream. And in today's live stream, I'm just gonna do a quick update on my current project. Is a drag race concept drag pack Maxim chassis build or no prep drag racing build. So as you can see, I have painted the body, the 1967 Ford Mustang Proline body. It's not quite done yet. I just put the first, I guess, layer color that I wanted to do on this body, which is a metallic or anodized blue. Um, so, but before I get into more specific details about not only the body but the build and how it's going, how it's progressing, um, I experimented with molding carbon fiber for the first time. So what I did was, um, this is the rear wing. So I went in ahead and uh, molded actual carbon fiber onto the rear wing to reinforce it, to make it stiffer. That way, eliminate the flex. So as you can see, it's really flexing, pretty stiff, pretty solid. That's just how it underneath looks like. So this is my first go at it with carbon fiber. Um, it's pretty interesting. Um, when you do something for the first time, you learn a lot, and I think I have learned from the very first experience. So um, this is how it looks. It's not quite finished yet, but it will definitely, hopefully, it gives me that the downforce that I need to keep the chassis. Or so I'm gonna install this once I get finished doing it. But that should look. But I think it came out pretty cool. It's not perfect. Uh, like I said, it's my first go at it, so it was a great, very great learning experience. Uh, I have experience with fiberglass, very similar, but I think the epoxy is quite different from fiberglass. And then I think with fiberglass, it's more flexible, a lot more thin than carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is a lot thicker than fiberglass, and it's not as like easy to mold so yeah, it's interesting. So my first go at it, carbon fiber. That is a great segue to what's next is the body. So basically, um, lay down the first coating, and so what I'm gonna do, because I ran out of carbon fiber, because I didn't realize that I only bought enough to do the wing. So I'm waiting. I ordered more carbon fiber and a whole lot more. Now I'm all into carbon fiber. So what I plan to do is reinforce the whole body with carbon fiber. So and then I mean, I already did like I tested it out, laying the carbon fiber on top to this body. Looks pretty awesome. Hopefully, it turns out pretty pretty good. Um, but it's gonna be a challenge, and I'll probably do a video on laying the carbon fiber onto this Lexan body, this Ford 1967 body. Like I say, I had I know I got great experience on this, and I have I have an idea how to actually lay the carbon fiber onto this body a lot easier, simpler. So this is how the inside looks. So yeah, it's gonna hopefully it looks pretty cool. And the reason why I want to reinforce this body with carbon fiber, because as you can see, the Lexan is a little bit flimsy, with all with all Lexan. So like I said, the carbon fiber is gonna reinforce that, make the body a lot more stiffer. And but then it may add a little bit of weight onto the body or onto this chassis, which is okay for me. I want that stiffness, that rigidity. That way it can cut through the wind very quite easy. It's just like smooth, cut it like a knife through butter. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Once I get the carbon fiber in, I should get it by the end of the week. So like I said, I'm gonna do a video on how I reinforce the carbon fiber onto a Lexan body. And so not only I'm gonna do it to my this drag racing, but I also plan to do it in future RCs, especially when it has a Lexan body. like the X Max or especially bashers. I think that's a great way. Instead of doing the the shoe glue and the um, what you call it, the drywall tape. I think, and then I think I did one video. I did it with the Herculean bed liner. I think reinforcing your Lexan body, especially your basher bodies, with carbon fiber is the way to go. It gives it a lot more strength, a lot more rigidity, a lot more stiffness, especially on the X Max. The way it can hold up a lot better when you're bashing it. So I'll probably do a future video on that in the way distant future. But right now I'm gonna concentrate and focus on this drag race concept, drag pack Maxim chassis build. As you can see, I have installed um, the Macklin DRK 160 amp ESC um, with the I think this is a Q8S or QS8 connector. This is a big, massive connector compared to a XT60 or Dean's plug or T connector, Traxxas connector or EC5 connector. It's massive. It's big. Also soldered the wires onto the Trinity 3.5 brushless hole shot or Drag Master hole shot motor. So it's good to go. It's ready to rock. I installed the RC 7FG. I mean the RadioLink R7FG receiver with the Power Hobby servo. Man, this servo is a beast. I love this servo. I think I'm just gonna go stick with Power Hobby from now on. Not only because it's a great servo, but it's a great servo for the price compared to other brand name servos out there. Um, Sorry, I don't have any links to the electronics or to this build. I'll probably do that in future videos. But yeah, it's ready to go. It's ready for its first startup, its first launch. Uh, so hopefully, I can make it come alive. So yeah, everything looking good so far. It's ready to rock and roll, ready for its first launch, ready for its first passes. Kind of a bit nervous. When you do this type of build, spend this much spent this much money or this much or you invested a lot of resources and money into a build. You're just hoping it performs to your expectations. Like I said, I went through some rough times in the beginning with this build, missing some parts. I was missing some parts to this chassis, but all in all, I think hopefully it performs uh, to my expectations. Realistically, my expectation for this build, um, in regards to 0 to 132 feet times, is uh, 2.5 seconds. I'm trying to get into 2.5, hopefully less than that. Ultimately, I want to get into the 1.9 seconds, and then as far as miles per hour, hopefully getting into the 60s. I'll probably get into the at least into the 50 miles per hour range, but hopefully get into the 60s, and maybe one day get into the 70 miles per hour with a two cell LiPo battery. So yeah, that's basically right now. This is it. It's pretty much done. Just gotta plug in the battery, mount these wires down to the chassis, or secure these wires to the chassis, and then double side stick tape the receiver, and I should, yeah, all good, ready to go. I said I think that's all I have to do. Do that, and then reinforce the Lexan body with carbon fiber, and we're ready to rock. Like I said, again, here you go. Last look on the rear wing. Like I said, not the greatest job, but it's doable. Like I said, main thing was to add more stiffness and rigidity, which like is there. It doesn't flex or bend as much, so pretty cool compared to before I reinforced it with carbon fiber. Yeah, reinforcing carbon fiber can be a very big mess, but I'm glad I got to experience it, and I think that's what I'm gonna do from moving forward with all my Lexan bodies and reinforce it with carbon fiber. But yeah, that's it for this update. I know nobody was watching, but it's all cool. Hopefully, you folks watch the VOD later on throughout the day. I know everybody's busy, especially spring's coming around. Probably people getting ready to finish up their builds, get out there and do some RCing, whether it's scaling, crawling, drag racing, bashing, racing out on the tracks. Yeah, so that's it for this live stream. Till my next live stream or VOD, take care and aloha. Shaka. And I'm out.